Surface, form. The surface is in nature a shell of every substance. Everything we see has its shape. In the diversity and richness of the shapes that surround us, it is possible to make divisions into types. In regards to formation, we divide them into natural and artificial, and according to the appearance, to geometric, organic, and free. Geometric form. Geometric shapes are mostly the product of the human work. These shapes are not known in nature. They are strictly defined, mostly with straight, clear lines, often right angles, and remind us of geometrical shapes. Such shapes are recognized in our everyday life, our houses, flats, tables, and they belong to this form. In nature, organic and free form predominate. But there are exceptions, such as snowflakes. They are characterized by a straight, angular, perfectly symmetric scheme. The geometric form is close to man as his product. It has a calming effect on a person, leaving the impression of security, organization, and order. We can see the image of the famous Dutch painter Piet Mondrian, entitled Composition 2, as an example. Mondrian uses basic art elements, straight lines where horizontal and vertical lines are cut at right angles, creating square surfaces and geometric shapes. Another important element in his painting is color, and he uses the three basic ones: red, blue, and yellow. For Mondrian, the beauty is the synthesis of clarity, balance, and calmness, and this is exactly what he has achieved with a stable geometric form. In the following example, we see a sculpture by American artist Donald Judd. The position, repetition, and relation between space and sculpture were crucial in his work. The sculpture is made up of 10 rectangular metal boxes, a simple geometric form that Judd preferred because he thought it was not symbolic. Organic form. The organic form includes those shapes which are in their style form defined by mild, curvy, closed lines. This form is one of the most prevalent forms in nature. Most plants and animals belong to this form. This does not mean that only forms of nature belong to this group. This form is often present in objects created by man because it is so close and pleasant to us. The man himself belongs to this group. The human body has been the object of observation and study since the ancient times. People have always analyzed the world from their relation to that world. Because of this, the organic form has a soothing, warm, close, and safe effect on us. This can be seen in the image created by the German artist Max Pechstein, named Under the Trees. The picture shows women's naked figures represented by radiant bright colors, with highlighted curves. In this way, the artist connects nature and people by merging them into a whole and unity. Free form. The free form consists of the forms that are defined by sharp, broken lines. All those forms that we could not classify in either geometric or organic form belong to this group of forms. Such forms are highly represented in nature. For example, a branch of roses that has thorns, burdocks, rocks. If objects in their form contain a lot of broken lines, sharp angles, they evoke caution in man. And if these characteristics are extremely highlighted, they can cause fear, aggression. This is a subconscious reaction in man because there is a tendency to protect in human nature, and these forms seem threatening to us because they can hurt us. They point to a possible danger. A picture by Pablo Picasso, The Young Ladies of Avignon. At first glance, it is clear to us that this is a completely different presentation of women, and that the atmosphere of the whole picture is very contrary to the atmosphere of the image under the trees by artist Max Pechstein. The reason is that in this painting, the female figures are depicted with broken lines, sharp corners, deformed faces that lose any connection with the classic notion of beauty. We do not feel close to them, but they give us a sense of surprise and caution. The painting named The Sea of Ice by artist Caspar David Friedrich illustrates the terrible tragedy in which nature swallowed a ship with an adventurous crew. The sharp icebergs that rise diagonally above the ship indicate the size and weight of this loss. If we understand how the shape affects a person, it will help us to better express our ideas and to convey to the viewer the precise emotion and the message we wanted. When we create our works, whether it's pictures, sculptures, industrial designs, we can always find inspiration in the world around us. Nature is full of great engineering and artwork. Whether it's plants that turn their seeds into flying objects, dandelions, or if it's an incredible richness of coloring, like parrots, flowers, rich textures, zebra, cheetah. The sources of inspiration are inexhaustible. We just need to learn to observe this rich world around us. By observing every object or living being and removing the details, we can see that everything can be reduced to basic forms and basic geometric shapes, which helps us greatly in drawing these objects or living beings. Because in drawing, we start from simplified forms and geometric shapes, and then we add details.